My teaching philosophy is that if a student can engage with the content, they will be successful. A student will learn better if they have active involvement. We lose the attention and interest of many students because they cannot relate to the content through their everyday life. So I try to apply this philosophy by talking about the experience of a student first. I pointed out at what David mentioned 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was his life experience. It had 2 advantages. First, I showed that I listen to experience of students. I value their contribution. It's not just saying to a student, okay, anyone has any question? No. I ask them to contribute, to talk about their experience, and I take that experience as an example. It makes sense for everyone. Then, it's about a current social event. It's about a tangible technology. I didn't talk about complex things in Apple or Google or Microsoft, which is good sometimes to talk about them, but first I wanted to start simple and engage a student in the conversation. Then I talked about a bit more high-level example, and I related that example to what a student learned during the last 12 weeks. And I talked about the consequences of this case and how it's related to predictive modeling and ethics. Then, when a student had a clear understanding of ethics and its importance in predictive analytics, I said, I'm going to give you a mini case, TJX company. I didn't ask them to go home and think about it. I didn't ask them question to answer straight away. I said, I give you 10 minutes because I want you to sit in group of 3, 4 and discuss it together. I talked about, and I mentioned a group of 5 because there are sometimes groups in the class that they prefer to stay together. And I think if they feel comfortable to talk to each other, we should encourage them. We need to encourage a student to discuss, to get involved, to engage. If they want to sit in a group of 5, that's fine. For me, it's important that they engage, they get involved, they discuss. And then I said, okay, when you discuss this case, now I want to show you what TJX company did in the US. I compare your work with their work, what you think, and what they thought. And the next step was to compare the decision of a student with with TJX company and compare it with a theoretical framework or with 3 different theories. This way, a student gets a feedback and they know how their thinking is different first with other groups, with TJX company, and how this differ or is similar to those theories. And also, in the start of my lecture, I tried to emphasize on the importance of this topic. The fact that this topic is discussed in week 30 is not because it's less important. I do that for most of my lectures because I want to take attention and interest of students. I want to show them and I want to tell them whatever they are learning is useful, to give them that positive energy in the start and engage them in the conversation. Then when they are engaged, when they have interest, they will have a better learning outcome. This is my philosophy of teaching and how I apply it. Thank you so much for watching.